Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And this time we're looking at the Kanetsugu SPG2 Sujihiki 240mm knife. These come in a nice presentation box, so I decided to show you that. There's a wooden lid to it, and it comes in a sleeve, paper sleeve. So got a little pamphlet here as well. So just wanted to show you that presentation box. So this line of knives has a multi-layered construction. It's all stainless. The core cutting edge steel down the center is SPG2 full stainless steel. It's a powdered metallurgy steel. About 62, 63 Rockwell on this rendition, and you can look at more specs on that on the product page on the website. The construction has multi-layered soft stainless cladding and Damascus pattern on either side, and then these are polished to kind of a semi-mirror finish, so they are pretty shiny. So it's a little tricky to show here with the lighting, but we'll do our best. The weight and dimensions can vary just a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 153 grams or 5.4 ounces, and then the edge length is 238 millimeters or 9.4 inches from the tip to the back of the heel, and the overall length is about 15.25 inches or 387 millimeters. The spine thickness, these are fairly thin blades, but fairly stiff as well, given the construction. I got about 2.3 millimeters thick on the spine above the heel, and then about 2.15 halfway down. And then when you hit that corner towards the tip, it thins out nicely towards the tip itself when you hit the grind of the blade. It's pretty easy to see that grind because the lines get tighter on the cladding. It's also not a tall knife, given that it's a slicer, but it does get thin at the edge as well. Height is 37.8 millimeters on this sample. Some people use Sujihikis as just general purpose knives as well, and so you do have some space there. There's a good curve in the choil towards the neck on the tang and the neck on the blade, and you've got a good spot for your fingers there. You can get some cutting board clearance there as long as your fingers aren't too big, but yeah, you could use this on the board a little bit if you wanted to. Handles are very interesting. They are 7-sided heptagonal, and you can see the very interesting shape they've got. It's stabilized wood. It doesn't really specify exactly what the wood is, but you've got the ferrule, you've got a plastic spacer, and then you've got the main part. Nice tight glue up here, seal job where the tang goes into the ferrule. And you can see the back of the handle has a kind of a swept cut to it. And then these also have a nice medallion embedded in the back of the handle. So very nice package. The handle brings the balance point about right there on this blade, right about where that kanji is. And from a pinch grip, it's a little blade forward, but pretty neutral still. Let's get our beauty shot here. So again, we've got some fairly polished surface here, but there's your cladding. And then they've got some laser etched kanji, kind of see it right there. Laser etched kanji on this side of the blade, the right side. And then the left side of the blade has some etched additional information on it. Fit and finish is very good on these. They've done a little polish and some work to the corners of the spine, and they've also relieved and polished the choil into the neck, so very comfortable out of the box. Give these about 6, 7 out of 10 on my scale. They're on the out of the box edge. They're pretty sharp out of the box. This is a Sujihiki, so it's meant to be a slicer, but if you want to do some board work with it, let's take a look at what the cutting profile looks like. Edge profile. So you'll see we flow into a pretty good flat area towards the back part of the blade. It flows nicely into that, and then the tip has a fairly aggressive belly, so if you want to do some rocking with this, you could certainly do that, some general work with it. Again, this may not be a true general purpose knife for most people, but if you want to grab it for certain tasks, you can do that. So this is the Kanetsugu SPG2 Sujihiki 240mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.